What up, everybody? Yes, back. Another draft. Let's get down to business. This one is the 131 division, the Karate Kid 3 division. This one was actually, I don't know if it was just because it was on TV like all the time when I was younger. I mean, I guess all of them kind of were, but I feel like this one might be like, I like the first one the best, but I feel like this one, like low key, like almost as good as the first one. I know some people kind of hate on it for whatever reason, though. All right, Marvin Harrison, Ramondre Stevenson, Christian Watson off the board. And Crispy said, "What up, crybabies?" Today was pretty funny, wasn't it? Today was super funny. And yo, what up, Bash? Hey, the Bash brothers in town. What up, dude? We're gonna have to get damn, I can't even remember what that song was that the Bash brothers played, but remember Little Tunes to Go to Sleep by? Yeah. I can't remember. Take me something there, baby. Minnesota Marty, what up, bro? Dude, I'm liking my team so far. I didn't go early wide receiver. I went early running back. And dude, I mean, I'm liking it right now. I'm feeling really good about this. But now I don't know who to get with this pick though. Because I feel like I could go wide receiver. I almost should go wide receiver. But Laylo Lau might need a running back also. Whew. All right, you know what? I'm a little nervous about getting J.K. Dobbins, but based on how this draft has been going, I mean, dude, look, even Harvey just went there. See, I'd rather have like J.K. Dobbins over Harvey. But yeah, a lot of options here. I'm ready for this 9th pick, though. And Patrick said, "Take Chris Bell, bro." Not yet, man. Not yet. So it's a redraft. This is a redraft best ball. So yeah, I got Chris Bell. It'd just be too early for Chris Bell. And Hustling Bruce, what up? Cali Jam, what up? King D, shout out to the LBC. Yeah, and May said Michael Wilson, a real steal. Yeah, that was a good pick right there. You know, I'm locking down Chris Godwin in the 9th. I'm usually on the other end of this spectrum where I could get him later, but I don't think he's last until the 211. And Bash said, "Yeah, man, first Dynasty League. I'm excited. Hell yeah, bro." And dude, okay, if anybody listening right now wants to jump into a single QB Dynasty League, we got a dope ass group of guys that have already kind of assembled. What is it? I think we only need like 4 or 5 more people. But it's R Newman's crew. So yeah, if anybody wants to get in, it's a $55 buy-in as like some of the other ones. But yeah, if anybody, yeah, we need 5 people, Bash said. So yeah, if anybody wants to jump in, just let me know. I'll literally throw the link in the chat right now. Most of you guys are already in league, so you already know what's up. And Bash said, "I did a mock for the Dynasty. It was a good experience." Nice. And yes, bro Chacho, this is on Sleeper. Yes. This is a best ball redraft, $10 buy-in, $10,000 first place prize. And there's more than the 10,000 being paid out, but that's kind of the gist of it. And he said Jefferson went late, dude. Okay, so I'm surprised with, because sometimes, like a lot of times, Jefferson's going in the 2nd round, but it usually kind of depends on how many QBs go early, because this is it's a super flex where you can start 2 quarterbacks, but only 2 quarterbacks went in the 1st round and none went in the 2nd. So that was a little surprising. Like people went crazy for the running backs, though. Like, look, I mean, just the 2nd round alone. I mean, I felt like I had to get Breece Hall. Like there, it was either Breece Hall or Kyren Williams. I felt like I would just feel too disgusting taking Kyren Williams at the end of the 2nd. But yeah, man, this is there's been a crazy draft. And hey, shout out to New on YouTube. What up? And Lalo Lyle, he said, finally took a tight end in best ball. Who'd you get? Oh, Fanning. Nice. Not a bad pick at the end of the 8th round with this tight end premium. That's for sure. And Carter said, M. Hernandez knows what's up with the Luther and Loveland. Let's see. Where did he get them? Shit, I mean, he went back to back in the 6-7. Yeah, man. I'm not mad at my picks in the 6th and the 7th round. I needed some high upside guys there. And Sully says London over Jefferson. London, no. Are you saying they should have picked London over Jefferson? Because London wasn't. Jefferson was picked first. Jefferson went at the 2.5. London went at the 2.12. And Code beat the chalkboard. Yes, this is super flex. That's why you see the quarterbacks going so early. Thanks for asking. Like, it just shows you're a little bit more of a seasoned fantasy player. Sometimes there's like people who come in like, bro, quarterbacks getting drafted in the first round. What kind of like weird league is this? And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? You're just like a casual guy. You never heard of a super flex league before? Oh man, running backs kind of dried up. Glad I got 3. I definitely need to get more, but this is like technically my last starter, at least last guy in the starting lineup. So I'm gonna try to pick someone as high upside as I can here. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. I don't know how high upside this is, but I'm gonna go Cortland Sutton, get another wide receiver. And let me see. Oh, okay. Sully said no. He said, okay, missed that. Yeah, it's a snake, not a what's it called? Not a linear. All right, first bench guy. I got to get the last guy that we know is a for sure starting quarterback. So at least got my 3 quarterbacks. And hell yeah, Bash, he said, thanks for going live, brother. He said, helps a lot, man. Appreciate it, homie. Hell yeah, dude. And I know this is a redraft, so it is going to be a little bit different than what's going to happen in the dynasty. But, you know, literally coming here and asking questions, like that's how a lot of people learn. You'll learn values. You'll see values on how people are. Because a lot of people drafting right now still kind of in dynasty mode. You know, maybe not with the running backs, but a lot of people are still in dynasty mode. And yo, shout out to Buck. What up, Derek? What's going down, bro? Uncle Buck in the house. And yo, shout out to Brown. What up, brother? I said I don't have too much Jefferson. Had to get him here. Wide receivers going much earlier in this draft than the previous one. Definitely. I've gotten Jefferson in a couple recent ones, but yeah, it's like it has to fall just right, because I feel like there's so many times he gets drafted like literally right before me. And Marty, yes, it is IDP. None have gone off. No IDPs have gone off the board yet, but I bet it starts happening real soon. Usually there's like some random ones that'll get drafted like the 8th or 9th. Sometimes it's an auto pick, but yeah, see, there you go. First IDP. And I don't think Kyle's watching right now. So, I mean, just 11th round, a lot of times when people lock in all of their starters on offense, we're going to see a couple IDPs start going right away. Like that's like at minimum 11th round, you know, because someone probably locked in all their starters. And Code beat the chalkboard, said, dang, QBs are weak this year. Well, I guess it just depends. In this draft specifically, like last year, there was 300 leagues that were involved in this tournament. And so like a lot of people kind of deploy a different strategy, especially if you're doing like like most of the people in this, like the one spot, he's in Lalo Lyle's in a shitload of leagues. I'm number 2. I'm in a shitload of leagues. Crispy, shit. Last year, I think he was the tournament leader with over 100 and something. And Hernandez is in a bunch. Ken's in a bunch. Zip him up, Darren. Like he's barely started getting back into drafting, but he was in a bunch last year. K Miller, bro, dude just came in, I think within the last couple drafts he played last year, and I think like within a few days he's already up to like 5 teams drafted. Brown out of the 7 spot. I mean, dude, always one of the leaders in the tournament with how many drafts he did. how many he does. King D from the LBC, been around forever. He's going to have a bunch of teams in this tournament. K2 Pinson, who's up right now out of the 10 spot. He probably has the most. I don't know if he has the most. He either has the most or the second most teams drafted so far. And then 49ers 22, he's been in a shitload of leagues, same as like Lassie Long. Both of them have been super consistent and being in a bunch of these leagues. So one of the things that's cool about these drafts, it's like a little community within the big community that we have. And if anybody wants to jump into a draft, they're only $10 and you can just message me on Sleeper. That's the easiest way, at FF Hustler 420. That's the best way. And shout out to Sully on TikTok. Shout out to G Kester on TikTok for the follow. Appreciate you guys. And Carter said, is this for the season? Where's the rookies? Yes, this is for the season. I mean, you'll see the rookies kind of sprinkled in because you have both in there, like J Love. Where's the first rookie at the 2.9? If you because I know on TikTok it's kind of small. If you take a screenshot, you can zoom in. That's like an easy way. Let's see who else. Where was the next? Tate went at the 7.6. Frizzil, what up, bro? He said, what up, what up? He said, in my first Dynasty Startup League. Let's go, bro. Let's get it. And shout out to Wom538. What up, dude? If anybody has any questions on TikTok or wherever, just let me know. Feel free to throw it in the chat. I'm always answering questions. I am in the draft, so while I'm picking and stuff, I'm probably not going to be paying too much attention to the chat like I'm on the clock right now. We're picking bench spots at this time. Where should I go with this pick? You know what? I'm going to get Rachaad White as a bench player over there. Feel like some solid depth. And Bash said, so question for Dynasty, does it matter? Do you go with a wide receiver first or running back? Well, hold on. Let me make my pick, and then I'll answer that. And then I have a little while in between picks. We'll smoke a bowl, and I'll answer that question. Man. And Isaiah said, who's the clear first pick in fantasy? Shit. I mean, more often than not, it's Bijan, unless it's a 2 QB league, and then Josh Allen might be in the mix. I know there's some people who might say, what's it called? Who might say Gibbs, but I'm still on the Bijan train. Ah, man, this is fucking tough. You know what? I'm going to go with Khalil Shakir here for some more depth. And Caleb, yes, this is a 2 QB league. It's super flex, so you can put in another position besides the quarterback, depending on how they score. But yeah, the quarterbacks score the highest in my leagues. I've raised how much they score per yardage. Like in the regular leagues, it's usually 25 yards per, like 1 point for every 25 yards passing. I've inflated that to 1 point for every 15 yards. And Kev said, I would have expected more QBs in earlier rounds. Yeah, well, this is a best ball. It's a best ball tournament, and it's a best ball tournament, and your best players play no matter what. So some people are okay taking the later quarterbacks and, just hoping that they do good. Because, you don't have to, pick and choose who you're going to start. Frizzil said, yes, I'm down to get in these drafts. Bro, you got to. This will be draft practice like nobody's business. Like when I originally created this tournament, it was with the idea of paying to do draft practice, but then that, what you're paying goes towards a big ass pot. So the very first year, there was $1,000 prize off of $10, and I mean I can't even remember how many divisions we're in. I think it was either 10 or 12. And Isaiah said, "How come you picked Brees so early?" Really, just because of the running backs. So it's a snake draft. So I picked him at the 211. But look at how many running backs went in a row. That kind of just made me hella nervous. And I felt like if I didn't get a running back right there, that I might just get screwed. That's That was my whole thought behind it. So kind of the way that the draft fell influenced that pick for sure. And do me a favor on TikTok, hit that like button, everybody. That's how more people are going to find it. And for Zills, I usually wait till closer to the preseason to draft, but I'm getting the itch. Yeah, bro. And that's another reason why only $10. You know, like I wanted to make something like in 2021, $10. You know, I feel like the $10 might have stretched a little bit farther than it does now. But like, dude, $10 can't get you shit these days. Like this is at least like a fantasy draft that's almost like a lottery ticket, you know, with a $10,000 prize. Like that's the coolest thing about it. And it gives us a couple hours to draft, you know. And okay, so wait, we're back to Bash's question. All right, Bash, here we go. So you said, does it matter? Do you go with a wide receiver or a running back? So if it's a guy like Bijan or Gibbs and non-practicing White, yes, this is a super flex 2 QB league. That's why the QBs went so early. So in Dynasty, you want to think shelf life, but you also want to think 2026 production as well. So it's like, it's a little bit of both. And TikTok questions. Give me 1 second. I'm answering the YouTube question, and then I'll be over there to answer the chat. So you want to think shelf life, but also 2026 production. And so running backs is the biggest turnover. I very, very rarely will go like a bunch of running backs early. Like maybe I'll get one running back in like the top 5. Well, no, not in single QB. I'm thinking super flex. I will want to get some running backs inside the top 5, but I will probably prioritize wide receiver. Like if I'm picking and choosing, it'd probably be 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs in my first 5 rounds. Wide receivers have the longest shelf life. And so, and in the leagues that I host, we have 3 starting wide receiver spots as well. So you don't want to get screwed on wide receivers. Everybody kind of gets a little bit screwed on running backs because running backs are just so slim, you know, in general. So it is good to have maybe one top heavy running back. Sometimes, you know, if you can get the guys at the right price. I'm not saying, and Tony, your comments aren't being blocked. I'm just reading a YouTube question. That's what I said. And then I'm going to read the TikTok questions in a second. Just have some patience. Lost my train of thought. But so wide receivers, longer shelf life. I'm usually prioritizing the wide receivers a little bit more than the running backs if it was a single QB league like what you're in. And Frizil said in 17th round, do you take Aaron Jones or Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Mitchell, or Pacheco? I'd go Aaron Jones. Yeah, I mean, I know you're talking dynasty and he probably didn't have more than maybe a year or so in the tank, but you know, that's pretty good depth for a 17th round pick. All right, making my pick here and answering the TikTok questions. Shout out to Corey. What up, Corey? All right, you know what? I'll take Kirk Cousins in the 14th round. We know he's going to start. And Bash, that makes sense. My brother said, you're right. Said, I love it. Thanks. Oh, yeah, bro. Thanks for coming through, Bash. I appreciate it, bro. Because I feel like, you know, in all these leagues that I manage, I mean, we're talking about maybe over 1,000 managers, you know, who are like in all my leagues. I mean, shit, maybe even a little bit more. But I feel like a lot of people are in a lot of leagues. Like, still only a very small percentage come to YouTube and like really rock with the crew. The ones that do kick ass, I will tell you, because all we do is smoke weed and talk fantasy football. That's it. Smoke weed and talk fantasy football. All right, next pick here, and then I'm reading the TikTok questions. All right. A little bit nervous about this, but I'm gonna get my first rookie, and we'll get Cooper the Pooper Scooper. He's not Cooper the Pooper Scooper. And yeah, Corey said I can't stand these liars online. The hustler community is built from the ground up, bro. Like Like one guy just said it, like, why do people try to fuck with you? He's like, you literally smoke weed and just try to have experiences for people. Like, I literally don't hate on anybody or anything unless they hate on me first, and then I get real petty. And Cali Jam, he said, man, fuck Tony.
Man, fuck Tony.
Oh shit, I forgot TikTok doesn't really like that. We'll see what happens. And I said these trolls won't hold us back. Fuck no, bro, not at all. All right, TikTok. Let me see. Where did I leave off on the questions? That's funny. Tony. He said, with this pick, do I go Gibbs or Jeremy McNichols? I'm leaning Jeremy. Yeah, man, we're definitely not going Jeremy McNichols. And non-practicing White said no QBs didn't go early enough. Oh, yeah. I mean, in a 2-quarterback league, I was expecting QBs to go a little bit higher. I mean, it's insane that that many running backs went in the second round. I mean, that was crazy. It forced my hand. Like, I picked Bijan. I picked Breece Hall at the end of the second round because I was like super nervous. I was like, dude, like, is there even going to be any running backs if I don't pick one here? And Rogan says, this a mock or a real draft? It's a real draft. It's a best ball draft. It's a $10 buy-in. There's no management. That's what's cool about best ball. So if you guys ever played on like Underdog or anything like that, same thing, except we do it just a tiny bit different, and we're using Sleeper. And Dylan said, who would you take with your first pick in a 10-man snake? Bijan? Hell yeah. Bluefish, my best ball draft last year was 3 running backs, Taylor, Cook, and Kyren. Yeah, I mean, Taylor and Cook, I mean, all 3 of them hit. Like, I mean, dude, all 3 of them were in the top 12, right? And Tuma said, drafting this early? Hell yeah. We've actually been drafting for this tournament since the beginning of February. Like, remember when there was a week off between the playoffs and the Super Bowl? We got so antsy, we started drafting then. Last year, we started drafting in March. So it seems like every year we start drafting a little bit earlier. And what's the roster looking like? So I'm the number 2 spot. So here's my picks. I got Gibbs, Breece Hall, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Olave, Flowers, Jameson Williams, Dobbins, Chris Godwin. You know why I got Chris Godwin? Because he's got God and win in his name. Let's go. Cortland Sutton. And then my bench players so far, Geno Smith, Rashad White, Khalil Shakir, Kirko Cousins, and Cooper the Pooper Scooper. And Thomas said, we trust in Flowers? No. Like, this is a best ball draft, meaning I don't have to pick and choose who is going to start. It's going to end up being whoever scores the most ends up starting. So a guy like Flowers, I would probably never pick him in a redraft league, because on a week-to-week basis, I'm probably not going to want to have to like figure out, should I start him or not? But I am intrigued with the new regime that they got, you know, like that could be good. Like, in this draft, I ended up getting Lamar and Flowers, you know, I'm hoping it ends up working out in my favor. Who the hell knows? And Bluefish said, what's your best ball finish in these tournaments? Man, I think last year out of 3,600 teams, my best finish, I think, was like 42 or 41. Dude, I had the second place team in week 16, and like all my guys flopped in week 17. Like, dude, I'm still pissed about it. Because there was $10,000 on the line and all my guys flopped. And not all of them, but it was like just enough. Like, I didn't have Bijan on any teams that where everybody killed it. Dude, what the hell, man? You guys like went so hard on the IDPs already. Like, what the hell? Dude, I gotta dip my toe in the IDP waters. So I got Devin Grio, I got Devin Lloyd. I had to get my first IDP guy. Like, people are going so crazy with the IDPs that I got to get in the mix. I'm probably going to go another one. Oh, look at Laylo Lau getting Buda Baker over there. Let's go. All right. I'm going to go with this second one here. All right. I think I know where I'm going to go. I just got to double check. Make sure I'm not missing anybody or overlooking anybody here. All right, fuck it. We're going Devin Bush. Let's go. Yeah, lay low. Smoking Buddha. Let's go. And Grio said I'm in 3 leagues. That's full offense and defense. Yes, I like it. I like to hear it, bro. I like it. Because there's still a very small percentage of people that play with IDP and, you know, individual defensive players. For those who don't know what IDP means, where you pick the linebackers and the defensive ends and like all of that. And dude, I love it, man. Like that, when fantasy football was invented, that's the way that it was invented. It was 2 quarterbacks, it was full offense, it was full IDP, and dude, somewhere along the way shit changed. So I'm excited when I meet people that are already in the IDP world and I don't have to convert you. But anybody who has played in IDP leagues, these $10 drafts are the shit. And even anyone who hasn't, these drafts are the shit. Like, dude, there's been people who've joined, drafted, and won money never playing in an IDP league before that year. Bluefish, I know the feeling. My NCAA basketball best ball draft got 17th, man. Damn it. Yeah. So the guy who's picking number 3, he actually got 2nd place last year. The guy who's picking number 10, I think he was 3rd. And then I know maybe 4th. And then I feel like Brown, the guy picking what is he at? 8. I can't remember where I know he was in like the top 5 or 6 like last year. So a lot of guys in this draft actually did really good last year, did way better than me. Stepping my game up. And Grio said I took over an orphan team this year that had 9 tight ends, bro. 9 tight ends. That sounds like the Bears' actual NFL roster. 9 tight ends. Dude. 9 times. And it tight end premium for sure. And Bluefish said the Sharks are the only thing I fear in these drafts. Yeah, but like, you know, sometimes the more you know, it holds you back. The reason why, I mean, you know, it's not like these guys aren't good managers, you know, that's for sure. But it is all about like quantity, you know, like obviously there's going to be quality, but like there's just fucking luck factors that come into a whole season and a whole off season that like nobody can account for, you know, because like you could have the best fucking draft in May or fucking May, April, June, July, but like 3 of your guys in your top 10 get hurt. You know, that changes everything. Like, do you have the depth to actually cover that? Because there's no like pickups and drop offs or, you know, anything like that. No waivers. And Cali Jam said I got 8th and placed 5-6 teams. There you go. Never played IDP before last year. There you go. Cali Jam never played IDP before last year. Did way better than me because I was somewhere in the 40s with my top team that finished. And yeah, last year we had 3,600 teams in this. And Crispy said, ask Brown about my JJ trade. Dang it. Brown, tell us about the JJ trade, bro. Scoot this up a little bit. And Grio saying, yeah. I'm not going to say his name out loud. Sometimes he lasts like really late and I can get him in like the 30s. We'll see. And Manuel, so what type of draft is this? This is a $10 best ball draft, $10,000 first place prize, and it's a 2 quarterback super flex league. There's 10 offensive starters, and then we got 5 defensive starters. Damn it, Crispy. That's a good pick. Guess I'm Team Baltimore in this one. Zach said, what's your team? I'm picking 2nd. So I'm the guy who got Gibbs and Breece Hall with my first 2 picks. Oh, lay low, loud, getting in the zone.
Get in the zone.
With the anal zone. All right. I got 3 IDPs in a row. I think we're going to switch it back to offense here. You know what? I was thinking about Raheed Shaheed rounds ago, so I'm going to get him now. And Chef Chunky said Monroe St. Brown falling to the last pick is comical. What the hell? All right, troll job. Dude, it's funny when anyone says anything happening is comical because, man, everyone swears that like the league that the one league that they play in is how all of fantasy football works. It doesn't work that way. And he said, brother, compare the top 5 wide receivers. He's the most consistent. Yeah. Most consistent doesn't mean the most upside, though. And what did he go? He went as wide receiver 5. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you want? You want him to go wide receiver 1? Take him wide receiver 1, bro. I didn't take him at all because I took a running back with my first pick and he wasn't there for my second picks. And Griot said, I need Teddy Buchanan to come back. Yeah, me too, brother. I got him on so many taxi squads right now. I didn't even need to take him out of the taxi squad last year, but I want to be able to just break the glass and take him out. Zach said, who has JSN for Seattle and Puka for the Rams? So if you do what's it called? If you do a screenshot, you could zoom in and then you can see. But Puka went 5th overall. JSN went 9th, which is surprising. He usually doesn't go that late. And Chef Chunky says this dynasty. No, it's a best ball redraft, $10 buy-in, $10,000 first place prize. Oh, traded Love for JJ. Yeah, for sure. That's what it was. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Who would you rather have? This trade happened straight up where a team traded Justin Jefferson for Love. Just straight up. What do you guys think about that trade? Would you rather have Jeremiah or would you rather have JJ in a fantasy league, in a dynasty league? Oh, there goes Chris Bell. Someone was telling me to draft him like 10 rounds ago. Yeah, didn't need to. Look at how late he went. And Griot said, love to the Cardinals. Hurt me a lot. I have Algier in 2 leagues. I mean, especially in year 1, I mean, they're not going to give Love 100% of the work. Like they're going to be a 2-headed monster over there for sure. And that's only going to help Algier be more efficient. So at the end of the day, it's I don't think any of us are happy with that landing spot, but it could be worse. They're going all in on him, that's for sure. I mean, shit, you get picked 3rd overall, definitely going all in. Yeah. Tony just likes trolling. Tony, this one's for you.
Man, fuck Tony.
Yeah, man, can't listen to Tony. And Chef Chunky said, oh shit, okay. So that's what I get for assuming. No, man, just ask questions, bro. Like I swear, I'm one of the actual cool guys like on here. Like, I mean, I like to poke back, you know, when people talk shit. Just because it's fun. Oh man, they they didn't like the fuck Tony. But yeah, man, this, trust me, man, you will like these drafts. You'll like everything that I got going on over here. It's a lot of good fantasy talk. And Griot said return points in this league. Yeah, it's 1 point for every 25 yards. So it's like it's nothing crazy, but just a little bit, And Chef Chunky, thanks for the follow, bro. Thanks for the follow. I almost feel like I should go offense with this. Almost feel like I should go offense with this next pick before I jump back on the IDP train. And Zach, say you doing another one after this? No, I only do one per night. I mean, at least I only stream one per night because it's probably gonna last about 2 hours. But I'm gonna be streaming more and more. I just gotta get my schedule down, is what it is. And Chef Chunky said, "What RBs are available?" It's pretty ugly, man. If I'm just going off the ADP, it's James Conner, Braylon Allen, Mike Washington, Vidal, Tank Bigsby, Tucker, Mixon, Ray Davis. Yeah, it's all the trash running backs. So I feel like, I mean, dude, and I only got 4. I'm sure I'm gonna get a couple more, but yeah, got, these guys got to stay healthy, like as well. Like my top 4 got to stay healthy. Yeah, Chef Chucky said, "Stop, please stop. Can't take any more of those names." I'm saying, bro. I'm saying that's why I wasn't looking at running backs. I'll take Jerry Jeudy. I mean, he had over 1,000 yards last year, right? In the 20th round. Yeah, definitely way better wide receivers available. And, still like not great. We're already in round 20, but a lot, not too shabby, not too shabby. All right. All right, you know what? We're going linebacker. That is 1, 2, 3. I got 4 IDPs. I like to get at least 10. Tony said, been playing fantasy since 2003. I almost never draft Jets, Browns, Commandos players. Yeah, I mean, someone's going to get points. So it just depends on where you draft them. Dude, lay low with the killer queen.
She's a killer queen.
Good pick, good pick. And Grio said, I like Claiborne's situation. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I just get nervous about like all these rookie running backs, even like Price. Like, I mean, he feels, it feels like everything should go, feel like, if everything goes to plan, these running backs could do a little bit of damage. But yeah, it's well, I'm not, yeah, I mean, he'll play, but it's just, how much of a percentage is he gonna play? Yeah, Chef Chunky said, back up off my commies. Said Terry about to be top 15 if him and JD can stay healthy. Man, I love Scary Terry. I want him to stay healthy. I have him on so many dynasty leagues. And it would be great if he could be like the regular Scary Terry. Said the price feels like a classic case of post-draft pump. Sharp Vultures, K9. Why wouldn't he do it to Price? Exactly. And I know he's going to be coming off the is it Achilles or ACL? I can't remember which one it is. But he's coming off the injury, so he's probably not going to play in the beginning, and that's why everyone's like so hyped on him. But like, I got to remind people that Rashad Penny was drafted in like the exact same spot by the Seahawks, and like, I mean, how'd that turn out? Like, it turned out great in year 5, like right before he was almost done with them. And Grill said, who's your tight end? It's blurry. I actually didn't draft a tight end. So in these leagues, instead of a tight end spot, it's been converted to a flex. So there's 4 flexes where you can actually play a tight end, but you're not required to have one. And I just didn't grab any. There's kind of like I might get 1 or 2 like towards the end, but because it is tight end premium, but yeah, not something that I'm going to have to like for sure do. Tony said DK Metcalf and DK and DJ Moore. Oh, DJ Metcalf and DK Moore are overrated. Oh, talking tight ends, and there goes a tight end off the board. Man, it sucks that TikTok doesn't like that drop because we had some people in here. Grio says should have snagged who? Barner? Who are you talking about? Chef Chunky, how you feel about Keaton in LA? I feel like it's going to be kind of blah. Like, I know he's going to get some work that Hampton's not going to get 100% of work, but I mean, Hampton's probably going to be getting, 75, 80% of the work. I would assume it's going to be something of that nature. So that's just leaving, let's just say maybe 25, because, it's more than 100% because of the double, running backs or whatever. But still probably only leaving 25% for extra people. So Keaton Mitchell better get a huge chunk of that, or he's really not going to be viable at all. Oh, Crispy. Oh, man. That's who I was going to get. You ass. You bastard.
You bastard.
Dude. All right. I'll get Fields. Lockdown KC. Ah, Crispy. You bastard.
You bastard.
Griosa, thoughts on the Denver 3-headed running back? I picked J.K. Dobbins kind of, out of just needing some running backs. I'm not super excited about it, but I feel like it's going to be viable. Especially when it starts getting cold, really cold, Denver brick cold. Yeah. All right. Gumbute. Chef Chunky said, all good, brother. Tom Brady's still on the board. Dude, he totally is, man. He totally is. Drew Brees is still available as well. I feel like I might need to draft one of those guys just to get the locker room morale to an A+, Creo said I got all three of them fuckers. Dude, if you're in a startup draft, that is the way to do it, right? Lock down that entire room, because it's going to be JK getting a majority of it, obviously, and then it'll just go down the pecking order. But it's injuries is what's going to make the cream rise to the top, probably. And that's why I'm not super excited about having JK Dobbins, because he just hasn't been on the right end of the injury spectrum. All right, I think it's time to do a little bit more gardening. Uh-oh. Hold up. Oh, shit, I don't have the WWE songs I was going to play. Oh, wait, hold on. We got someone in the building. And I'm just going to make sure we bring him in the right way. Hold on.
This is the 14.
Here it goes.
What about that? Those guys are scared to death, Michael. They know that their futures are hanging by a thread.
Let's go. Big Game James in the house.
What up?
Yeah, perfect timing. About to smoke.
You got
Dude, the crazy part is I've been waiting.
A little puff give in this motherfucker.
I was sitting on the couch on my phone waiting to see the notification pop up so I could hop on with you, and it never popped up.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's been happening with YouTube a lot. YouTube doesn't always give me notifications.
YouTube be hating, bro.
And,
And Chef Chunky
man,
said, not
bro.
gonna lie, everyone on Denver feels like a gamble. I feel that. because kind of too many mouths to feed right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Bo Nix is probably the safest because you know he's going to get his.
Yeah. And now he's got 2 solid wide receivers to throw to.
Honestly, I think Sutton takes a little bit of a step back. Waddle probably has one of his best seasons he's ever had because, I mean, face it, I mean, he's probably got the best quarterback he's playing with in his career.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Tua at times. I mean, Tua is really accurate. We had the whole tank for Tua, leg movement and all that. Like, I mean, but yeah, like last year he fucking sucked. But one thing that I will say, even if Cortland Sutton takes a step back in the volume, I feel like his efficiency might go up because now he might not have number 1 coverage on him all the time.
And then
and look at Brown. He said, "I did have Tom Brady on my team last year that finished top 10. By coincidence." Chef Chunky said, "Facts. Even he's been insane. Bow leg." He said, "With the tumor on his knee now." Yeah, he does get a little bit of a banged up Bo Nix. Oh man, Richardson, he's such a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
So I heard you drafted Booty.
Yeah, got to get some booty. Especially in best ball, right? Like, I mean, he's his floor is 0, but he does have some upside, and hopefully another year, with Drake May and Drake May improving. Hopefully things improve.
Sure, there is a possibility he can go to a different team.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, if they end up getting AJ.
Well, that too, but I don't think he showed up to voluntary camp. And I heard there was like a few weeks ago. I heard there was rumblings about possibly making a trade with him.
Okay, so it could be better. Could even be better depending on his landing spot.
That too, yeah. But I do like Kyle Williams in that situation if Booty leaves, because Williams is going to be coming in second year, and he is like a 1-for-1 replacement. They do the same exact thing, same routes, same type of downfield type guy. So
cool. Lay low, Lau. I'll get you a grade here soon. We're gonna do a couple bowls here. Are you hanging out, right? And Chef Chunky said, "Please send him to the Bucs so my team can have a name." So a team name can be the Booty Pirate.
I wouldn't like that for Ted Hurst, though, because Ted Hurst is that downfield type replacement for Mike Evans, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And that, yeah. I do like it for what he's saying, though. Like fuck regular football. Just give him.
Have you guys ever heard my Booty song?
I don't know. I feel like I have.
You gotta grab them titties. I mean TDs. You never? Oh, dude! I swear to God, I sent this to you.
You might. You probably have. You sent so many that some of them, like, if I haven't listened to them a few times,
everyone loves this song. Like people keep asking to hear it. I'm gonna send it to you now to make sure you have it.
Okay. I'm gonna check on my desktop real quick.
It's called Booty Rockin'. Booty Rockin'.
Yeah, I do have it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's play it.
You gotta play it, man. Everyone loves this.
Hey, it's your fantasy commissioner.
Brazil, so was there a defensive target in Dynasty? Man, I hate team defense for Dynasty.
Booty routes. Gotta grab them titties, I mean TDAs. Fantasy points hitting like a late night hooker spree. Go balls deep in the booty, call it PPR glory. If she got that wagon, I'm drafting the whole damn story. Booty, 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 booty. Rocking everywhere. Drake May in the red zone. Nah, stick that booty in the air. I'm on the waiver wire, swiping right on cheeks. Found a sleeper in the booty. First name Cation. She bend it over, that's a flex position. I'm spreading both cheeks, no need for audition. My lineup's thick, got junk in her trunk. Opponent talking trash, man. This bench is straight skunk. I'm up 69-0, that's a booty call score. Hit the group chat, y'all need some assistance. I got more punt return. Nah, I punt the whole position. My running backs got buns, call it glued endurance. I'm stacking booty with my QB. B, that's a stack of cakes. Every handoff's a handoff to the big booty, for heaven's sake. She twerk for the spike, that's a celebration. I'm cashing in points, call it booty inflation. Booty routes got
Said
it.
his studio time is high, why are
Point
you
dropping
so
like
high?
bombs at a
Said this shit's
bachelorette
fucking solid.
parties. Go balls deep in the booty, make the league go ooh. If she got that end zone, I'm diving in deep smoothly. My tight ends tight, butter and is wider. I'm running
Yeah,
plate,
Rio
action smack.
sent
That's
the
a booty
boxing gloves
slider.
in.
Coach talking
Let's
spread
get it.
offense. I'm like bed, I spread them cheeks. 4th and goal at the 1. I'm sneaking it in for 6-9-6-9. Opponents mad, say I'm cheesing, call it cheek. Exploitation of the trophy and a booty fascination. She got ulterior motives. I got posters, stats, hanger points on my wall. Booty thumbtacks. I'm the commissioner and the champ. That's booty organism. Trade off for your first round pick for a lap dance and criticism. She declined. Now win, let's call it ass whooping. I'm undefeated, sipping Gatorade, pimping. I told your mom I'm in too deep. She don't know, but I'm charging her.
Everybody
and I
on
ain't
TikTok,
cheap.
please
IRS calling,
share
I'm like,
the-
till it's just booty game.
please
Squirt
share
and
the
massage
post.
oil, call it spreading no
With the
pain.
stream.
Booty, roach, TD, in the booty, the fantasy points. He late night spree. It's free. Balls deep in the booty. I'm the league MVP. Next week I'm spreading both cheeks in a PPR league.
Opponents projected
Spreading the
6'7".
cheeks in the PPR
I'm projected
league.
double 69. Ski.
Oh man, I love this. The part.
Yeah, that's all we do around here. Vibe, smoke
Hell
weed.
yeah.
Jamie's pounding brews, drafting, talking fantasy with the homies.
The part where I'm like, I told your mom I'm in too deep. She doesn't know, but I'm charging her and I ain't cheap.
Oh man, classic stuff. I like it. Dude, I'm liking my team, man. I mean, I'm drafting out of the 2 spot. So if you're drafted in the top 3, I just feel like it's a little bit easier. Yeah, Grio sending the double G's over there. I like it. About to do smoke a bowl in honor of you, bro. But yeah, who do I got? Like, I didn't pick any. I didn't pick wide receivers early. I went Gibbs. There was a freaking insane like running back run. Only 2 wide receivers went in. Only 2 wide receivers went in the second round. The rest were all running backs. Dude,
Damn.
just insane. And so I picked Breece Hall because I felt like hella nervous.
I like Brees. I mean, he got his bag. I mean, still a bad situation, but they're going to use him, and I think Gino's going to help him with it. He's one of the best pass catching running backs in the league.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been able to get the ball thrown to him. Now with
Yeah.
Gino, I think it could happen.
Yeah. I'm hoping
I
so.
do like your Rashad White pick. I think he's going to be a stud.
I like getting him as bench depth for sure in these best ball drafts because, I mean, even if he is the 1B or whatever, we don't really know. I mean, what if he ends up taking over? Like, I don't know. Like,
I think his role is pretty much locked in. Like, he's going to be that passing down back. He'll get some runs. It's that to Jace, Mr. Bill, and Katron, they're going to be fighting because they're the same similar type of running back.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Rashid Shaheed pick. That's a nice one. We talked about him.
Yeah. I mean, I like it as a dart throw. I mean, that's all he kind of is. But I was thinking about him a couple rounds earlier, but then I kind of got on like an IDP, like went on an IDP tangent. And then like Raheed Shaheed was still there when I like stopped thinking about IDP. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about picking him 3 rounds ago. Let's get him.
Oh, you got Ty Johnson. Oh, dude, I just took him in a dynasty best ball in like the 30th round.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like I feel like you see Blue went, Lloyd went, Washington just went. So it's like, man, I felt got to get one of them right now. I'm pretty slim on running backs in general right now. I think he's my 5th.
You could probably hit your lineup maybe like 2 or 3 times. What round was that? 33rd round. This is a deep league. We're going 37 rounds deep for a 12-team league.
Dude, offense only?
Yeah, it's offense only, but it's
fucking insane.
it's a dynasty best ball.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's why so many rounds.
So literally, man, like I'm going deep, man. Like I took flyer on Jalen Lane in Washington,
Okay.
Savion Williams in Green Bay, Damian Martinez is in Green Bay now.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not many running backs there behind Jacobs that really does much. I did take Rashad White in this. I love that pick. But yeah, what I did is I went Jahmyr Gibbs with my first overall.
Okay.
And I went Dart and Trevor Lawrence.
And what did you have? What pick?
Pick 7.
Okay.
So,
damn, and Gibbs fell all the way, huh?
Yeah, and only 2 quarterbacks off the board. So
interesting.
Bijan went, Drake May went, Allen went, Jamar Chase, obviously. It is a 0.75 tight end premium. So Bowers went, Puka went, and I was between JSN and Gibbs, or I could have went like Jaden Daniels, but I'm like, I can get just as good as a quarterback next round. So I decided just to go all in with Gibbs, which I never build around running backs in Dynasty.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit different for me, but I love the way my team's turning out, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like I got Abuka, Adunze, Flowers, Pitts, Strange, a couple other guys.
Shout out to T-Dog for sharing the live. You the man. Yeah, it's funny. Tony on TikTok, he said that it's funny how sometimes you're man, TikTok doesn't like that. It like restricted my live again when I did it twice.
Oh, the Tony drop.
Yeah, it sucks. But what was I gonna say? So he said sometimes your bench does better than your starters. That's what's cool about these best ball drafts and leagues is if your bench players do better, they'll actually start because you don't have to pick and choose. Just your best players start every game.
That's why I love best ball, man.
Hey, shout out to Frazil. He made it over to TikTok. What up, bro?
What the fuck? Why am I blurry?
Yeah, you're not blurry to me.
Now, sometimes my camera goes blurry and I gotta like focus it back in.
You sure you're just not a couple beers deep?
Yeah, the first time it happened, I really thought I was. You know what?
And everybody on TikTok, do me a favor and share the live because we got restricted at one point because of the certain drop that I played. And yeah, so do me a favor, share the stream. Yeah. And Frazil throwing in the boxing gloves as well. You the man. This one's for you, brother. And Cali Jam said it's 6-pack big game.
Well, I do a dynasty show on this fantasy 6-pack. I usually end up drinking a 6-pack in an hour because my host doesn't let me talk. So I'm sitting there drinking.
Question. Okay, big time trade happened in the league. I want to know what side you'd want. Crispy wants to know what side. Jeremiah Love or JJ Justin Jefferson.
Ooh, that is super close, man. Like JJ is like my wide receiver 6, I think, and I think he's gonna get back into that top 3 this year. I think Murray's gonna be able to do it. Love, I think I have at 5, running back 5.
Okay.
So give me the receiver.
There you go.
I love the receiver. Like it is awesome having an elite running back like Love, but I think you're going to be able to buy them kind of cheaper than you're getting them now next year.
I mean, it usually always works that way, right?
Yeah, like running backs kind of lose value while receivers.
Like, look at Genty. Like, look, I mean, everyone was so happy, for him. And then, like, there's a lot of just disappointment. Like, I didn't have him in a bunch of dynasties. So, like, I'm actually excited for him going into this year. Like,
they upgraded the offensive line for sure. And
for sure.
they're going to use them. So, like, I just bought Jenny. Here it is. I gave up Gadsden, Metcalf, Pittman, and Warren for Genty. So I gave 4 quarters for $1.
There you go. When you're rebuilding, sometimes it's the way to go. What up, TJ? And
Well,
if
I'm
they all
actually-
end up being starters, like, I mean, that's, you know, worth it too.
Well,
And
I'm
Crispy
a
said he
current-
had Gibbs on that team. So now he's got Gibbs and JJ on the same squad in that dynasty.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's a solid crew to build around.
So,
And and E10 said redraft or dino. This is a redraft best ball. All my dynasty leagues are slow drafts, so I'm usually not, you know, drafting those live because they're slow as hell.
so in that league, I just traded for Genty. This is my team. I got Lamar Jackson. I'm a defending champ too. So I got Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Barkley, and Genty.
Okay.
Jamar Chase, Abuka. I just traded for Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield's my super flex with Kyler Murray on my bench. I got crap like Deshaun Watson, Jared Goff, but he could also be a super flex over Baker, right?
Yeah.
Danny Dimes.
No. It's Danny Pesos, bro. Anytime he does good, he goes back. He goes backwards. Takes 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards.
So yeah, that's pretty much like that's a stellar lineup, and I got a bunch of depth that I just drafted, like Stowers,
Cool.
Justin Jolie. Still got Trey Harris.
Fucking Crispy just over here roster baiting. So on that team, he's got Gibbs, Amon, and JJ now after that
Oh
trade.
yeah. Well, congrats on your championship in 2026, man.
Yeah. How'd you get that 101? Was that did you trade for it? Like, and then not, you know, like trade for it, or was your team like the 101? And you still, even though you had him on Ron Gibbs.
I'm pretty sure he had to have traded for it.
That's what I assume, right? Like if I have him on Ron Gibbs, I don't think that that's like a last place team, you know?
Mhm.
And Chef Chunky said, JJ, the minute I bet against him, he'd score 500 fantasy points, right? Like, I feel like so many of us may have like doubted him. And then remember that game where you had like a 99-yard touchdown? What was it? I don't think that was last year. I think it was 2 years ago, right? So ridiculous.
So how are your dynasty rookie drafts going? You almost done with them all?
I mean, I still got a handful that haven't happened yet because like the whole league isn't paid up yet. But I've got a bunch of them in the can though.
Who's one of your like most targeted players so far?
Mike Washington's definitely been one of them on some RB needy teams. I've got him anywhere from the late 2nd to the mid 4th, and like it's been like every draft is just a little bit different. Like all these ones are like IDP, super flex with IDP. So like, you know, some of these leagues, I mean, shit, IDP guys are going in the 1st and the 2nd. You know, guys are like way more excited to get some of the top end IDP guys than some of the, you know, the Coopers and the Concepcions of the world. Like, and then really just if there's a handful of IDP guys in the 2nd or the 3rd, like that's what made Washington drop a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I love this. I'm in a 32 team IDP league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who did I get? I was at 114 and I ended up getting Arvell Reese dropped to me.
Okay, yeah.
This is insane because like this league doesn't have quarterbacks in it either, because the quarterbacks automatically go to whatever team we are. Like I'm the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
So whoever goes to the Commanders automatically gets put on my team. So for him falling to the 14th pick is insane without having those 2 Ty Simpson and Mendoza, because I thought he would go like 109, 110.
Yeah.
Give me Styles and Reese over the 109, 110, and what would that be? Omar Cooper Jr., Stowers,
Yeah.
Ty Simpson, like
1, 2, 3.
and then I traded for the 201 and I got
Okay.
Mike Washington. So I do love that pick.
Damn it. I only got 7 IDP, so I got to get a few more here.
Justin Jolie fell to me at
Oh, you
214.
know what? Cody Simon. Let's go. Chef Chunky said IDP wins ships. Hell yeah, man.
One of my sleepers for Dynasty, Zion Young.
Okay.
I got him at 321. I traded for that pick. He went to Baltimore, man. Like I think he's going to be pretty good. I think he was an earlier draft pick.
And dude, shout out to Brazil going hard, sharing the soccer ball and the goat. Appreciate you. You're about to smoke a bowl for you, bro. And the question: thoughts on Deshaun for Dynasty? Well, you're gonna be able to get him so late because I'm assuming you're talking about the startup that you're doing, right? And you're in like what, almost in round 20 or something like that. Like if you're getting him around then, I mean, he's free at that point. I think he's going to start.
I just picked Deshaun Watson up in that best ball dynasty. Let me see where I got him.
Did it work, Chef Chunky, the hat and mustache?
So I picked Deshaun Watson up in the 21st round.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's just free money right there.
Shador Sanders went way earlier. The 13th round. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I mean, I understand like Watson hasn't been the best, but he's still making $80 million this year. And like Shador's not that great, and he hasn't won any QB competitions. Like he lost the QB competition last year. I hope everybody remembers that. Like he got put in because Gabriel was just doing like whatever.
Yep.
You know, just super blah, and like just the fan fucking, you know, chatter. It was like they probably felt like they had to, and they had nothing to lose at that point.
And like even in my underdog best balls, I was grabbing them in like the 19th, 20th round. Now we only have 18 rounds after the NFL draft. I still take them in the 18th round if I need a third quarterback.
Yeah. I think he's going to start. I mean, the team's bad. He's obviously making business decisions, you know.
And they added weapons.
Yeah.
They added 2 first-round grade receivers. Concepcion, he's elite. Boston, yeah, he'll get lucky downfield once in a while, but you got to remember, Dylan Sampson's also there. Dylan Sampson is a great pass-catching running back.
Yeah, I'm curious how much, you know, he's going to be in the mix. Brazil said I'm taking Will Anderson first round in every IDP league. He's a beast, man. He's for sure a beast. It really depends on the scoring, though. In IDP 1, 2, 3, he's not going to be the highest scoring, but it depends. Like if it's on sleeper and it's their default scoring, he shouldn't be your top guy. But I know you fuck with the Texans, so I know that's the reason why you're saying to get him.
So yeah,
okay. So he's in the 18th round so far. He's got Josh Allen, Dart, and Murray. I mean, that's a solid top. That's a solid starting, solid top 3.
It is.
And yeah, if you're able to get him in like the 20s or any rounds coming up, yeah, man, just grab him and throw him on the bench.
Like, I'm pretty sure I took Booty the round before him. So I took Booty in the 20th. Then I took Deshaun Watson, and then I took Kyle Williams, who I just said is kind of the Booty replacement. So it's best ball, and that in my situation, I wanted to lock up. I guess you can call him a handcuff receiver.
Brazil said I should try to get some rookies back in that. Yeah, Beck and the Jets QB still open. I wouldn't worry about any of the QBs, any of the rookie QBs at this point.
I'm not going Klubnik. I doubt he's going to be anything. He might start a game or two, but I don't see anything. If anything, go after Beck. Because Beck probably has in Arizona, the best kind of way to start because you have Brissett and Minshew. That's it.
Yeah. Still nervous about him.
He is.
The Cardinals don't look at how talented Kyler Murray is. Like the Cardinals did they seems like they made him worse over time. Like I'm even excluding the injuries, but their play calling has just been dog shit forever. And that's what I always felt held their team back. Cause how can you be a good offense when your play calling is just straight garbage?
Yeah, I mean, Brissett, he's a career backup, and he got put into a starting position, so they could be wide open in that QB room.
Yeah. Yeah, curious to see how it shapes out, but I feel like it should be Brissett to start the season.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know why, if he does even if he does like even close to as good as he did last year, that's enough for him to be the starter for the whole season.
of course, and they're not trying to win.
Not necessarily, but yeah, they need to improve a lot more than, you know, what they did so far.
And like next year, they got that quarterback class, so there's going to be at least 3 or 4 quarterbacks going in the top 10.
Yeah. QBs went down, I would never tank. Okay, so it did happen. Chewy, what up, bro? Chewy on Twitch showing some love. What up, homie? He said, are you keeping Hurts, Amika, Jefferson, Watson, K9, or Jacobs?
So it's a keeper league with no round value.
Yeah, but so how many are you keeping? Because I mean, you gave 3
Yeah.
different, or you gave like multiple
So,
scenarios.
I mean,
here.
obviously Justin Jefferson's a top keeper.
5 keeps is what it is. Okay.
But wait, you mentioned Hurts twice.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. He had like 2 scenarios, like here.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what confused me a little bit. Yeah, just give us all of them, and then, you know, we'll figure out.
Well,
who's the top
I'll
5.
name them off right here. You keep Jefferson. You
Yep.
keep Hurts.
Yeah.
You keep K9.
Yeah.
You keep Jacobs.
Yep. And Igbuka, right?
And yeah, Abuka.
Yeah, like Watson would be low man on the totem pole here.
I mean, I'm assuming that's Christian Watson, so yeah.
Well, even if it was Deshaun Watson, I wouldn't want to keep him over
Oh, yeah,
any of the
either
other
way.
ones either.
But yeah, that's it.
And Frazil said it's Superflex tight end premium. I got Strange, Chig, Max, Claire.
Okay.
And he said, I didn't realize it was tight end premium until I saw everyone stacking tight end so damn early. Do you have to start a tight end? Is there like a tight end specific spot? And Chewy said, thanks. Yes, sir.
But I mean, you could start Strange. Strange will be serviceable. And I do like Chig this year because who else are they going to target in Washington besides McLaurin and a rookie, Antonio Williams?
Right.
It's going to be Chig. Chig is athletic.
And they like to go to the tight end. It seems like their guys just keep getting hurt.
Yeah. And then, I mean, they have Sanat that they drafted in the 2nd round like 2 years ago, but they brought in Chig to play over him. So
Yeah.
I do like the Chig, man. I get Chiggy with it.
Yeah, Ben Schnott. I've never really thought that he was going to be a guy.
I'm still stashing him just in case.
Well, as opposed to
years
dropping
early.
him for sure.
But no,
Frizell said,
Chig-
yeah, I got to start a tight end. Ooh, okay. Well, and you may have to make a trade for a tight end. I mean, also, like, I mean, what's the tight end premium? Like, what's the difference between the regular PPR and then how much extra do the tight ends
if it's
get?
0.5, I don't put that much of a premium on the tight ends. But if it's like
Right.
0.75 and up, that does make a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, are you still in your rookie draft? Because you can go after guys like Justin Jolie,
No,
Raritan.
He's in a startup right now.
Oh, startup. Okay, so you can get Jolie, Raritan pretty late. Let me see where they went in mine. Mine's 0.75. Let me pull it up again.
There we go. Laylo Lau, you still in the house?
Draft.
TJ said Coleman and Bell are 2 of my most acquired. Okay.
Chris Bell or Skylar Bell. Because if it's Chris Bell, that's awesome. Skylar Bell is more of a flyer. Wait and see, because they just extended Khalil Shakur. Shakur.
Hold on.
And they play
You're too
similar.
fast.
Shakira.
And they do play similar roles, so You might have to wait like 2 years, 3 years on Shakur.
All right. So anybody else wants a grade, let me know. Grading Laylo Lau first, and as of now, he's the only one who even
right,
requested
so-
a grade.
Real quick, that person that's in that startup, I grabbed Eli Raritan in the 18th round of a 0.75 tight end premium, and I thought that was great value because Jolie went in the 16th round, and I have them back to back. And I might even like Raritan more because he is the complete package for the future in the Patriots tight end position.
And he said that it's double, so it's 1 for everybody and then 2 for the tight end.
Huh, okay. Yeah, I would go after like Raritan, Delp, Jolie, even Michael Mayer. Fuck it, why not?
Crispy said, I guess an F, please. All right. He said, I wanted Eli, but got sniped. Shit happens. All right. Laylo Lyles squad. He's got 2 quarterbacks in his top in the top 10 rounds, Baker and Aaron Rodgers. Man,
Okay.
I mean Aaron Rodgers, I mean,
Scary.
yeah, I mean he's probably like a C-, like right now. Like obviously grades change as like things progress or like whatever, but I feel just like right now until we see him start like slinging it again, he's like a C- guy. Like he did really bad last year by Aaron Rodgers standards, and I know they got Michael Pittman, you know, like that should help, but we got to see him coming back to form a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't even see Aaron Rodgers being in your super flex that often, especially taking him this high.
Yeah, he has I mean the quarterback run was just insane. So like if I'm looking at this, let me see how many quarterbacks were drafted before Aaron Rodgers. Looks like damn near all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. He picked him as QB 24. I mean, you know, that's the bottom 25%. But yeah, like I don't know. Maybe Ward's the only guy that I would have wanted over him. I mean, maybe Malik Willis, but I don't know. I'm gonna say a C+ for the quarterbacks, and it's really Baker. Like, I mean, he's bringing that all the way up to a C+.
Yeah, I agree.
And it sounds good, Brown. You'll be after Crispy. And he said, why not? Since when is Jamie here and on the clock?
I was on the clock. I'm always on the clock.
And Caesar said McCaffrey at 107. Are you saying it's high or low? It's not a dynasty draft, it's a redraft. Just
I mean,
FYI.
that's a normal spot, and
I think a
leagues.
lot of I feel like a lot of people come in thinking that it's that's dynasty because we're in dynasty season. Running backs, Bijan, Kyren. I mean, I get it's hard not to like. The only thing I'm debating on is it an A or an A- because there is no depth like at all. But like, do you really need depth in the top 10 when you got Bijan? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Bijan is like.
I would have gave it an A if he took ETN over Kyren, just more
Okay.
upside. So let's just give it an A with the Bijan.
Right. And wide receivers, Drake London, Devonta Smith, and wide receiver tight ends. We got Evans, Fanning, Tyson, and Addison.
I like it.
I mean, it's a lot of depth, and London, I mean, that brings the top heavy factor. And Gio, he said, how many in the league? It's a 12-teamer. I'm zoomed in right now. We finished the draft already. I'm just going over team 1, and I zoomed in so we can see it a little better.
And it's a tournament style, so you have to advance in the tournament in this one league.
Yeah, you got to be in the top 4 in your league to make it on to the tourney playoffs. And then each week until the finals, you got to be in the top 50% scoring teams. And then If you're number one in week 17, team's walking away with $10,000, literally some life-changing money. And the guy who won last year, or in 2025, got paid out in 2026 because that's when the payouts happened. He had a baby this year. Like, dude, that 10,000, I mean, I'm sure went a long way. And Gio, thanks for the follow, bro. And okay, I think for this, I'm gonna give it an A minus. And I feel like it's like Drake London. He's the only A player there. If there was like Devonta Smith's probably
Devonta
like
Smith
a B
could be
plus.
an A.
It could be. I feel like I might be nitpicking a little bit there, but I feel like giving the running backs an A, this is a good trade-off.
And again, if Mike Evans didn't get hurt last year, he would have had that 1,000-yard season. We would be talking differently right now about him, and this would be a value.
Yeah, for sure.
So I do like it.
Now the IDPs, because we're only covering the starters here. Starts with Dodson. Nice.
Oh, you gotta scroll down. I don't see.
Well, obviously.
Hold on. There we go. Where is it?
There we go.
Right, there we go. I got it up on my other screen where it's a little bigger, but there we go. Now you guys can see. So we got Dodson off the board for him first.
Well, obviously.
Henley, Buda Baker, Cam Curl, and he got in the zone with the anal zone. Get in the zone. And then also got Patrick Queen as his number 6, so we'll give him an honorable mention.
That's nice.
Yeah, very nice. There's really, I mean, the only flaw I would say is the anal zone. Get in the zone. I just probably took him a little bit too high. He goes a little bit lower. I mean, dude, but Laylo Lyles, he's on it. He's working the soundboard with his picks. Just anal zone and Queen back to back. She's a killer queen. I'm going to give it an A minus. I feel like it would need to be a little bit top heavier to get to the A or A plus status. It's real easy, I would say, to get like, especially like guys like like the top players, like players that are like going to get you like a B plus or an A minus. But I feel like you really got to jump for some of those top players to get like an A or an A plus.
Yeah, I mean, I see you got sniped on Cashman. You took Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. And what Frizzil said my running backs are Cam, Scat, Montgomery, and Frizzil. Thanks for throwing in the hat, brother. And does it actually show up on your guys' end? It doesn't like show up on like on the software that I'm like using, so I can't see. Maybe I should just pull it up on my phone so I can like see what the hell's going on. And he said my running backs are Scat, David Montgomery, Rashad White, and the rookies Coleman, Emmett, and Randall. So I think I need to upgrade ASAP. Well, and here's the thing to remember: like you don't want to rush. Like right now is probably like the worst time to trade. It's not a bad time to, like to do a little like fishing, like just kind of see what's out there, like to get a temperature gauge on like some potentially some 2027 picks or like some of the younger players that you have. I feel like running backs going into the season while the season is going on are the easiest to trade for. You got to be willing to part with those first and second picks.
Yeah, and like I never trade for running backs until after the preseason. Because you never know what's going to happen. They can get hurt.
And that shit's the worst. So, like, that's another thing. Like, be patient on trading for running backs unless it's a super top dog. Because if your guy gets hurt in the preseason, I'm not saying it's, like, going to fuck over the whole season. But, like, it happens, and then it made that trade, like, literally useless, for you. And, like, that's probably one of the worst feelings.
I mean, he has Scatabo, who's going to be the lead back in that backfield.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
Bad. He can be top 12, top 15.
I mean, Montgomery, I mean, a serviceable
Montgomery,
RB2,
yes.
you know, like, I mean, I'm not super excited about, you know, him like that, but like, he's a good RB2. I mean, I'm sure he'll be an RB2 or a flex like
Yeah.
most weeks. And then you got Rashad White. Like, we need to see what's like going to happen with them, but I think that he'll be a viable flex, you know, as well,
I
maybe
like
even
him,
RB2. So,
And then you're sitting on Randall. Like, that dude is a beast. He was a former wide receiver. And the dude's like 225, 30 pounds. He's huge.
hell yeah.
So like, let's say Derrick Henry, somehow gets hurt in the first 3 weeks. There you go. You got another flex option.
You know what? I don't want to hear that. All right.
I don't either. I'm just saying,
no.
but
I just don't want to even throw a hypothetical like that out there. He's the king. He's got people like running at him with knives right now and shit. All right. And hold on 1 second, guys. But yeah, so just be patient when it comes to trading for the running backs. Like that's the key to making good fantasy trades is knowing when to hop on something and knowing when you're just like being overly aggressive because you want to trade. Like, we get in this mode sometimes. I see it happen all the time where guys are just hella excited to trade, you know, and you're almost trading just to trade for that dopamine hit because you want to try to improve your team, but everyone's trying to improve your team. And if you're just working fast, you might not improve your team. You could mess it up. And I feel like you get with me on this analogy, Jamie, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong with this. Every trade is a variable that you're throwing in the equation of your team. And the more you trade, the more likely you are to get a 0 where it just fucks everything up for that season. The more and more that you just keep trading.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, with the running back situation, if your rest of your team's good enough, you can get by with just one running back and then like throwing in a flyer. Remember a couple years ago when Jonathan Taylor got hurt? I won a championship. I mean, he came back, but I won a championship using Justice Hill and Pierre Strong as my 2 running backs.
Yeah.
That got me by until Jonathan Taylor got hurt or came back.
Yeah.
And then I think I put in Justice Hill.
Yeah.
And I think Justice Hill got me like 20 points that week in the championship.
Yeah. Brazil said there's still some 1-year veteran RBs left that I could ride or die with till the rookies. Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do is just keep building the depth because you don't need these guys to play every single game. You're like, it's going to be a puzzle and you're just going to figure out what weeks you're going to play certain guys and, you know, injuries and guys getting hot and all that. Like, you know, things are going to make it to where you will know. And, you know, you'll be watching here and being able to answer questions. So, or ask questions. Brazil said I play Madden mode and rebuild teams all the time. So it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. The biggest difference is how valuable these picks are. Because as valuable as they are for the NFL, they're even more valuable for fantasy because there's less of them. Yep. Usually only 4 rounds. All right. So Laylo Lau. Let's see how this all played out. So it was an A for it was a C+ for the quarterbacks, an A for the running backs, A- for the wide receivers, and then an A- for the IDP. So let me see. So everything kind of starts at 85. So it's down 2 for the quarterbacks. Up 1, 2, up 3 for the running backs. And then up 2. So, dude. So this is an up 7, down 2. So it's up 5. So, dude, that's a 90. Some solid starters right there, bro. That's some solid starters right there. You did have the 1 spot. So Bijan, definitely easy to get Bijan to raise the average. All right, let's see what we got with Crispy here. So he's got 3 quarterbacks inside the top 10. He's got T-Law, Bo Nix, and Daniel Pesos Jones. T-Law and Bo Nix, I mean, I feel like on a good day, they're B pluses. On their normal days, they're just Bs. So I think I'm just going to average that out to Bs. And I will say that, yeah, Daniel Pesos Jones, I mean, he's not ruining the average by any means, but he's definitely not helping it out.
I like the Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix combo. Both guys in that 12, 13, 14 range. Gives you top 10 upside once in a while.
And Juanito Sharp said that's a nasty team for sure. Are we talking about the one that I just graded, or are we talking about the one that I'm grading now?
I think he's talking about this one.
Yeah, I mean, Crispy's team's pretty solid, man. And he's got Jacobs, Etienne, and Judkins, and Aaron Jones as his running backs. And I like the top heaviness with Jacobs and Etienne. I mean, dude, there was such a crazy run in the second round. There was 10 running backs that went just in the second round alone. Just insane. And he said, and someone said, where's A-Chain? He went at the 2-1, so you can't see him because I'm like zoomed in here. He's all the way over here. He went at the 2-1.
So honestly, I was on the clock earlier in an underdog league. I think I was at this spot too, at the third. And on the third round, Jacobs and A-Chain were both there. And I actually prefer A-Chain over Jacobs for the upside.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I mean, almost feel like everybody does. There's a lot. There's a lot in between.
Well, ADP wise, Jacobs is like 4 or 5 picks ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like in all these drafts, A-Chain's been going ahead.
I mean, because you guys draft for smart people.
Okay. I'm gonna say
value.
I'm giving that a B plus. I'm giving it a B plus for the running backs.
Yeah, I can say B plus.
Yeah. And wide receivers, Chase, Waddle, Michael Wilson, and treated his nose to some Coker in the 11th round.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Yeah, because I don't want him as in like the starting like area.
I don't know why people are so high on him. I see him going all the time way early.
I mean, obviously Chase is bringing the average up no matter what. I kind of feel like I want to give this a B. Well, it's Crispy, so I should just give him an F just to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B. We're just gonna downgrade Crispy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a fair score, I'd say B. I don't know. Michael Wilson, he's in his fourth year and going into his 4th year.
Yeah,
and he's only had, I think, 5 weeks of elite play.
Frizzell said he likes Chris Braz over Coker.
Well, they're different types of receivers, but I do think Brazel is going to be in those 2 wide receiver sets. Coker will come in, play the slot. So yeah, I do like Brazel.
And IDPs, let's see. Oh man, hold on. Just looking at his Crispy.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Cedric Gray, Jack Campbell, Nate Landman, the Cash Man, and Nakobe Dean. Dude, that is a fire top 5.
Damn. Yeah, everyone you named elite. That's got to be like higher A's.
Dude, what the hell, man? Yeah, I don't even know. Like drafting next time, I don't even know how. Like Crispy sniped me more than a few times. More than a few times. I'm giving an A minus. Like everything I'm giving Crispy, I feel like I'm just downgrading one slot, and we're just, he's getting an F when this is all said and done. Like he's gonna be around 69, I'm sure.
69, dudes.
But dude, that's a really good top 5. So it was a B plus, a B, and an A minus. I've seen way better out of Crispy before.
But this is good. I mean, Crispy can't be elite all the time, man.
Do you hear that, Crispy? Can't be elite all the time. I think he said that you're a bum. I mean, that's what I heard.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
That's really not what I meant.
You bum. A bum.
Marty said, how do you rank the Packers wide receivers? Man, very poorly, I feel. Rank them very low when it's all said and done. I feel like I kind of don't want any of them unless it's best ball. Who would you actually like draft, Jamie? If would you draft any of them in a dynasty league, in a startup?
What? Talk about the
Packers wide receivers.
I do like Reed. But other than Reed,
and is it because of like where he's getting drafted, or do you like really like him?
He's getting drafted pretty dang late.
Yeah,
compared to what he could end up producing because of the other receivers in that room.
Yeah.
But honestly, Kraft and Reed are the only ones I really want on the Packers.
Yeah, and even that, I feel like I'd want Kraft, and like it seems like all the wide receivers are going to be like a crapshoot.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, in like the 30th round of this best ball, I drafted Savion Williams just because there was no one else left.
Yeah.
It was a huge flyer.
And NFL NBA expert, he said, I fixed the Dynasty League sleeper. Thought we already did a starting draft. I had to reset the league. Yeah, that's what's weird. Like, I don't know what the hell. Like, if anything gets messed up, like, yeah, just initially it's like just way easier to just like reset the entire league is what it seems like. Just totally start over. All right. Oh, so did we give Crispy an official grade? It's an F, Crispy. It's an F.
Let's at least give him an F plus. Come on.
No, man. The worse the team, the better that Crispy thinks he's gonna do, or the better that he thinks he's gonna do.
All right. Oh, geez,
here goes
Brown. What the heck are you doing here?
Here goes Brown. Brown's on the clock somewhere, I'm sure. QBs. Hurts and Stroud. Since he's an Eagles fan, does he get downgraded for taking Hurts?
No, because Hurts still has potential to put up top 5 numbers. I think he finishes in that like 8 or 9 range, maybe.
Yeah. Stroud. I've drafted him in a bunch of these best balls when I feel like I missed out on like a good QB2, but Stroud was like still available. So I drafted him as a QB2. But I don't have high hopes for him as of yet. I hope he does better than my expectations.
We're all clinging to that rookie year he had. And if he could just step up a little bit from that.
Crispy said Hurts is a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
But I guess like he has the rushing upside of Hurts, but then he has like the safety-ness of Stroud to put up some numbers.
Yeah. I'm gonna say a B minus when it's kind of all said and done. I feel like Hurts is like a B plus, but Stroud's kind of like a C plus guy. So he's bringing it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Running backs.
I agree.
Cook, Tootin, Price, Stevenson, and Kenny Gainwell.
All right. So there's some upside.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
That's what I meant to do.
I mean, there's some ups and downs of this. You put it all together, and I love this room. Like you have
It's not-
5 decent guys that can put up numbers every week.
Yeah, I mean Cook is up there as I feel like an A minus guy at like minimum. Then you got a bunch of like B to like C guys, like all kind of like mixed in there.
Oh, I think Tootin could be a minus, a B plus type guy.
Okay, I mean he was a guy who I had the highest on the spectrum of a B. Yeah. I feel like Price and Stevenson probably C plus guys. Gainwell probably C or a C minus guy.
Yeah, so like with Tootin, I mean he's athletic. He can bust off plays. There's not much in the backfield that's going to take away from him.
Yeah.
Stevenson, look what he did last year, man. Like he kept Henderson, who is a prolific running back, off the field.
Yeah.
And if he does that this year again, this is going to be a value.
He fucking can't fumble. Like that was his issue. Like he would like fumble at these times, and he would like then his work would come in spurts, and like that kind of sucked. Like he's always doing good when he's on the field until he fumbles. And like once he fumbles, that just like messes everything up. Coach gets pissed. He's in the doghouse. Then Henderson cracks off a 50-yarder, and it's like, all right, Stevenson, just like sit your ass down.
So Price, I'm not too high on him, but where you got him, I'm not mad at it. People are just so high on Price because they think he's going to come in, be the next coming, but he's only ever played a part-time role.
Yeah.
Kind of one of the best running backs, and it takes time for running backs. We've seen it before, even with the elite guys. It takes time for them to acclimate to the NFL speed. So the people that are drafted him so high, I've seen them go in the 5th round, as early as the 5th round in best ball single quarterbacks. Insane, because think about it. If it takes them 4 or 5 weeks just to get acclimated, and then week 7 or 8, Charbonnet comes back, they're going to split.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, he's more than likely not going to live up to the expectations that a lot of people put on him. MT2. What up, bro? He said in Dynasty Superflex, JJ or Burden and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, easily JJ.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to, like, in trades like this, like, even if I'm trading JJ away, like, the only way that I would trade him away is if I'm a super rebuilding team. And, like, I almost feel like Burden and Harrison aren't enough for, like, JJ, who could, if he gets back into the top 3 wide receivers, this year, like, he's going to go back to being drafted like that next year and being like a top guy and a first round dynasty guy again. Right now, he's like maybe a late first guy, but like I feel like he's going in the second a bunch also in dynasty.
I have JJ as my 6, around wide receiver 6, but Burden's like in the 20 to 24 range.
Yeah,
I have a Dunze in like the 15, 16.
Okay,
so I'm a Dunze guy. Some people like Burden more. I'm not one of them. But then Marvin Harrison, he does have the talent, and you are getting him at a discount, but you're paying like a top 12 price for Marvin Harrison if you make this deal.
Like, what do you think Marvin Harrison's worth by himself? Like, pick
I think I got him at like wide receiver 24, 23, and I think I'm higher than most people are on him.
Okay.
But he does have the talent to jump into that top 10 eventually.
Like, is he worth a 2027 first?
Yeah.
Like,
this
is
class,
that even like? I know some people might sell him for that, but would you sell him for that, or would you want more?
would I sell Marvin Harrison Jr. for a 27 first? Yes.
Okay. Would
Just
you
because
want more? Would you try to get more than that?
I don't think you can get more.
Okay.
Like I think it's a fair price.
Yeah. And Marty, he said, MT2 said, I'm worried about. So I'm worried because Kyler's only supported wide receiver once in 2020. Yeah, but like I'm not saying like Kyler's not to blame because like as a quarterback, you got to take some blame. Their play calling was so bad for the longest time. Like they didn't have like Christian Kirk was like their best wide receiver for like a while. Like and like
Yeah, he had
that's not good.
1,000-yard season.
That's not good. But yeah, I think Kyler's gonna do a lot better on the Vikings. I mean, dude, freaking Carson Wentz
But we
even
also
did okay.
We also seen like Joshua Dobbs give top numbers to Justin Jefferson, Chris Mullen or not Nick Mullins,
Yeah.
and those guys are horrible. Now JJ comes in, and that's just how bad fucking McCarthy is.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
Yeah, Marty said Jamar Chase for AJ Brown. Hold on.
All right, so you're getting
Jamar Chase for AJ Brown, Manning guy, and the 103. I'd get Chase.
Oh, I would take that. I would get Chase because think about it. It's
Dude.
going to be
You're never getting Chase that cheap ever
Yes,
again.
because so AJ Brown, you got to think of his dynasty value. He's 28 or 29, right?
Mhm.
None guy is a replaceable guy. He was a 4th-round draft pick. 103 is going to be Tate. So I'm looking at this as AJ Brown and Tate for Jamar Chase. Give me Jamar Chase all day. The wide receiver 1. He is my wide receiver 1 still. Tate, I have at 13. So I am high on Tate. But we've never seen him in the NFL yet. Give me the guy that is in the NFL.
And there's no one valued higher than Chase at the wide receiver position. Like, I mean, maybe some guys might say JSN or Puka for whatever reason, but like Jamar Chase has like withstood his value for a really long,
He's
like
generational.
Yeah,
we haven't seen a wide receiver of his caliber come in until next year when Jeremiah Smith comes into the league. And that he's the only one that's going to overtake Chase.
Yeah, dude. And like Jamar Chase has had the same value this first round draft capital value like the entire time that he's been in the NFL, and he's lived up to it.
Well, except his rookie season.
Well, yeah, not the rookie
pre-draft. Remember his pre-draft, he dropped passes.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, he can't catch."
Yeah, he dropped one pass in preseason. Let's all freak out.
He was falling to the 105, 106 in rookie drafts. And I traded Trey Sermon, who was going like I had the 111 or 112. I took Trey Sermon, and then I traded Mostert, Sermon, which is that backfield that was being hyped up, and my mid-3rd round pick that I got from someone who ended up being like Freiermuth for Jamar Chase.
Yeah. And dude, MT2 said Jamar Chase or the 2027 101. Jamar Chase all day. I mean, a guy like Jamar Chase, I'm not like one pick doesn't buy him.
Yeah, you need to add something to that.
Yeah, like if you're receiving Jamar Chase for that, I would do it for sure.
Like if you're a rebuilder, you know you're not going to win, and you want to get rid of Jamar Chase. I could see you giving up the getting the 101 and the 301 next year's class for Jamar Chase. But then again, I still wouldn't do it because you're still sitting on that for a year. And what if, with these NIL deals, what if Jeremiah Smith decides to go back to college next year?
I'm not selling Jamar Chase for any less than 4 first rounders. And like if the team's really good, I don't even know how I don't even value their first rounders like that. I might need more than 4. Because if the team's really good, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna sell it to them for like a fair deal and you just get random picks and like the best team in the league or something gets Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
Like that's also something you need to think about. If it's a really good team, I'm taxing the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And like you have to do it in negotiations and start high.
because there's no way you're gonna give up 4. Like, why would you want 4 112s
Right.
for Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
No, you need something on top of that. Just get those picks out of your head and get elite receiving, like someone that's already like Drake London. If you want to tear down, get a Drake London and a 10 something and another first for next year.
And even then, is that even smart to do with Jamar Chase? Because I feel like it's not.
No, it's not. No, I think you just want to keep Jamar Chase. And then next year, after this year, or even like week 12 or 13, if you know you're not going to win and the 101 guy wants to trade them to you,
See,
go
look
grab
at
that
this.
101 and plus a bunch on top.
See, look at this. Someone in my league last year traded Jamar Chase for 2 late firsts and Michael Pittman. I mean, dude, like, and I bet the team that got Jamar Chase is like looking really good right now. Because like losing Michael Pittman ain't no thing. And like the 26 and 27 late first, like, I mean, dude, like to get Jamar Chase.
First is ass.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm not saying that like buying him is different than selling him because like we buy low and we sell high. So that's like the thing. Superman. That's the thing as well. We buy low, we sell high. So the price that I talk about for like selling him is definitely not the price that I'd be buying him for. You know, if I was like if I was trying to buy Jamar Chase for myself, like, you know, hypothetically, if I was 2 different people, I wouldn't pay what I'd want me to pay. You know what I mean? But I'm going to make someone pay that because, like, dude, if we're talking about one of the best players, like, in the league, they won last year. JSN, JJ, and Chase. See, just like that, like just that alone, I would have taxed that person way more than that. Like his team was already great, and then you traded him Chase for like damn near nothing. And I know 2 firsts and Pittman, that's not damn near nothing. But like it is for like Jamar Chase. Like that's like half of what I would charge someone. And like if they don't want to buy the best wide receiver in the league for a premium price, I'm not going to cry about it. Trust me.
And like honestly, if I was in a startup that's not super flex, single quarterback, I know we don't play in those, but Jamar Chase is the 101. Yeah, you can argue Bijan or Gibbs, but definitely top 3. But I would go Jamar Chase 101.
Yeah. All right. I think it's about that time. Or wait, we didn't even finish Browns. Hold on. Super high.
Brown, you get a
Brown, your team is very uneventful, bro. No, just kidding. And he said probably using some keep trade cut shit. Yeah, probably. J-Man in the house. What up, bro?
J-Man. Finally you show up. You're the one that told me Alex was live. He texted
Yeah,
me, he's like, are you on? I'm like, I'm waiting for him to go live. He's like, he sent me your link, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And said trade offer, one of my leagues, Dak and Dobbins for Mayfield and Addison.
I mean, it's easy for me, man.
I just wouldn't even do it because it's super blah. Because like Dak and Mayfield, I feel like just kind of trading those guys for one another. It's like, who do you want to cheer for? Kind of, you know, because both very similar tier of guys.
Dak has more upside.
Dak does have more upside, but we've seen Baker sling it, you know, and
True.
I mean, dude, go back 2 years and he was on championship winning teams. And then Dobbins or Addison. I mean, Addison's obviously the better like dynasty guy. That's why it's like Dak's the better quarterback. Dobbins is the worst player of the skill position spots, and like it's like you trading a higher draft pick and the lowest draft pick for 2 draft picks in between is what I feel like this trade is. So that's why I probably just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to upgrade from Dak to Mayfield, I could see that.
I mean the
But
other way around, Mayfield to Dak.
For me, man, like I would do this if it was Dak for just Mayfield and Addison, because Addison ain't shit. He hasn't really showed much. There's talks about them maybe bringing in the fuck's his name? One of the veterans. So I don't see Addison adding much value. And goddamn, my fucking air just went on. Hold on.
And let me finish. Let's finish Browns here. So I don't even think we gave a grade for the running back. Brown, you're still in the chat, right? Sorry about that. I don't even think we gave a grade for the running back.
He gets a D.
D. Yeah, I'm giving it a B plus. It's real.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's Cook and Tootin that are bringing it up to that, but I feel
Bowers
like
brings it up for me. Jefferson, Cook.
Oh no! I didn't. I was just talking about the running back. So yeah, now wide receivers and tight ends: Jefferson, Bowers, Jacoby Myers.
Myers is sneaky, bro.
That's a late number 2, though. That's a really late number 2.
So
I'm not mad at it though, but and he did grab a bunch of depth. Like, I'm not covering the bench, but like literally, like if we look down like a little bit, like he did get 3 wide receivers right after.
Okay, so did I see Downs?
No, it was Dubs, Jay Higgins, and Downs.
So I put Downs over Myers.
Okay. I mean, he's definitely not getting drafted. Like Myers is always getting drafted higher.
That's insane. I've never, like, in my drafts, an underdog, I don't see that.
Crazy. Yeah, but I'm curious how I'm sure these are just very different compared to the underdogs. I mean, it's top heavy with.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. It's top heavy with Jefferson and Bowers, but that's I mean, that's kind of it. I'm a little nervous about Myers being in the the wide receiver too. Like, I mean, that's probably the weakest spot of all your starters. I mean, it has to be someone, and it's the wide receiver too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Downs in the wide receiver 2 position because he is going to be the number 2 target behind Warren in that offense. I know he got Pierce with a downfield long ball, but they need to throw the ball, and it's going to be the Downs.
I feel like if there was another wide receiver maybe in there a little higher, that I'd probably just rate it an A altogether, but I'm going to give it an A minus.
Yeah, I'd say A minus, and that's me putting Downs over Myers.
Yeah. All right, let's check out the IDP. He waited in this one.
Yeah, he did.
So he didn't get his first IDP until Danielle Hunter in the 17th, which isn't bad. TJ Edwards, Nick Cross, Benito, Andrew Van Ginkel.
I like it.
Yeah. Not his best work, but I do think it's teetering between a B plus and a B minus.
There's some upside.
Or a B plus.
That's a B plus for me.
B plus or a B. That's what I meant.
I was going to say, let's just give it 87.2.
Yeah, just like right where it's like,
yeah.
Right on the cusp.
I mean, that Nick Amanawari, man, like that dude's could be a value.
Yeah.
And I think he's on the bench. Or
he is on the bench, but and then Highsmith a little bit later after that. Yeah.
I like that too.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. I mean, there's some honorable mentions that are right in the mix there too. So we'll give him a B plus for that. So how did this shape out? This was a B minus, a B plus, an A minus, and a B plus. So
in my book, Brown gets an A plus.
The
dog.
So let me see. So we got down 1, we got up 1, up 2, and up 1. So that's up 4, down 1. So that's up 3. So 88. 88
I'm
miles
gonna
per
round
hour.
it up to 90. Brown, you're awesome. I'm just gonna give you a 90. A
There we go.
minus. Yep.
All right. I'm getting the hell out of here. Well, we're getting the hell up out of here right at the 2-hour mark. There we go. Killing the game. 2 hours.
Sorry for showing up late, man. Like, I don't know what
You're
the
all
fuck's
good.
wrong with my fucking phone. Not giving me notifications.
You're all good. And yeah, we should be back tomorrow with another draft. See you guys then. If you want the link for the fast draft, just let me know tonight. I'll probably go post it in a couple leagues just so people can see it and
I might
before
join
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, Jamie
So
said
if you
he's
want-
joined. You know what? Let me just share the link right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop
Is it-
in just because fuck it, why not?
There we
I'm
go.
not all about my IDP yet, but my offense is stellar.
Dude, I'm on the clock in a couple leagues. I'm making picks as soon as I get off of here. Dude. And you know what tomorrow's draft is? It is Friday the 13th draft.
Ooh, that's my first Friday the 13th draft. I don't think I ever got in one of the horror movies yet.
Dude, we're hitting the stride with the horror movies.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely joining. So if you want in the fast draft, I'm gonna be in it. You could roast my team, snipe me all day.
All right, here is the link coming in the chat right now. Cali Jam said, "I can't wait." There we go. There's the link.
Yeah, make sure you send it to me on Facebook too, because I'm not in the chat right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you right now before I forget. And sounds good. We will see you guys tomorrow for the draft. Peace out, everybody.
Alex, you get an A+ on your draft.
Let's go. I felt good about my draft.
A+ for Alex.
I felt good about my draft. All right, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.